Well, welcome back to the channel, boys and girls. Not my normal setup, obviously. There's a lot to talk about. Lots of changes on this channel, second channels, lots of stuff going on. So I've been no short of busy the last 2 weeks. So let's go ahead and roll the intro. We'll get into it. What's up, guys? Happy Sunday. So yeah, we've been in this house for 3 weeks today, officially moved in. I've been nothing short of busy. I apologize for the lack of content. A lot of moving pieces on my end, obviously. Yeah, I wanted to address quite a few things today, and all this might seem scary to you guys that follow the channel, but don't worry, it's all gonna work out. So what we'll do here, first things I'm gonna talk about the garage / car situation, and then we'll roll into the second channel I will be starting in the next week or two, and I'll explain why when we get there. So first things first, from the thumbnail, you probably saw C8. We're talking about C8. So I've had the C8 over 2 years. Can you believe that? I kind of started the channel working up to get the C8 like 2 years prior. Now I've had it for 2 years. Holy cow. In any case, long story short, my family car is the Mini Cooper. The Mini Cooper's on its last leg. I bought that thing in 2020, geez, 4.5 years ago, for $5,000. I needed it to last for a year. It has met those expectations and then some. With that being said, I don't trust it driving to work every other day. I share the duties of my cars. So that will be going up for sale shortly. With that being said, I need a new replacement for the Mini Cooper. I still have a lot of equity on the C8s, obviously. I put a lot of money down. I think I got about 25K equity, give or take. The market price for those things is tanking quick, so I'm trying to grab my money while I can. The C506, it's not going anywhere. Don't worry, you guys. So now, the guys that follow the channel for the C8, don't despair, don't worry, I got a plan. The plan always was to upgrade to a wide body C8 at some point. So what's gonna happen here? So the garage is a mess. I've been using it for my workshop for the projects in my house currently, which I'll get to here in a second. I need to get a shed in the backyard the next week so I can get all my garden stuff back out in the backyard. Once that's done, we can start tackling the garage. The garage project, the last one took me about 2.5 months. And I imagine this one should take about 2 months to complete. Working full time, you know, having a family. If I could do that full time, it'd be quick, but I don't have that luxury. So yeah, here's the timeline. So get a shed, I can move all my garden stuff out there. I can start working on the garage, sealing down, cool lights, you know, paint scheme, cabinetry, fun tech in there. And then once that's done, the lift will be going, one lift at this point on the left side. So I'll have the C5Z on top. Now, I will drive that one the less because I love that car. I want to break it. And underneath it will be my daily driver, which I'll get to here in 1 second. And then about a year from now, we will be introducing a second Corvette. Now, here's what I don't know, what kind of Corvette it's going to be. What a first world problem, right? So I love the C8, don't get me wrong, but I've made this very clear before. I honestly do prefer the C506 more. I love them both, but for the price, I have just as much fun in the C5. With that being said, I love my C6. If I did a C6 again, it would be either a very, very low mileage Z06 or a middle of the road ZR1. C6, I've always loved those. Those are creeping up in price. If I can get one sub 70, not a bad deal. The second choice would be a C7 wide body in some capacity, a very low mileage carbon 65. I know it's a Grand Sport, I love that color scheme. And then, or a middle of the road Z06, manual of course. Obviously, if they do introduce a C8 Grand Sport in the next year, that's a no-brainer. I will be buying one of those. The E-Ray is still on the table, I'm not sure. The last variable would be, this would be the 2% chance, a extremely low mile C4 ZR1. We're talking under 10,000 miles at a good deal around mid-40s. So that's gonna be the setup about a year and a half from now in the garage. You have the C5 Z06, not going anywhere, my new daily, which I'll touch on here in a second, and the new Corvette. Different Corvette than the C8. Okay, so as far as the replacement, the interim replacement for the C8, which will be my new daily driver, there's a few cars I'm looking at. I actually want your perspective on this. I'll be doing the next week or two, a brand new, and all these cars are around 35K, which I'll just buy new and add the difference balance from the differential of the equity of the C8. So I'm looking at a brand new WRX. I'm looking at a brand new GTI. I'm looking at a brand new Honda Civic Si. I like the Type R, but for 50K, I can't justify it. And lastly, the Hyundai Elantra N. You're probably thinking it's quite the departure from a C8. It is. Again, this is not the role of my late model Corvette. This is my new Mini Cooper, if that makes sense. So I'm leaning towards a GTI. I like the tech in it and amazing gas mileage because I do drive about 35 miles to work now. The Honda, I never thought I'd say a Hyundai N ever, but again, this is not my fun car. This is my hauling kids around car. The Honda Elantra N, it's quick, but I don't trust the reliability on a Hyundai. I know they have amazing warranties. I just don't want to deal with it. The Civic's a safe bet. They have a nice manual transmission, and then lastly, the WRX. I've always liked WRX. I've never owned one for whatever reason. I just never have. And all these cars are priced between $30,000 and $35,000. So I'm curious your input. So cool. So that's the garage car situation. What's going on with that? Now, the second part of this video, which we'll be walking around here in a second, is a home improvement type channel. If you follow the channel from the beginning, I touched on it a few times. The previous house we sold, which I missed it already. I loved that house. It was much smaller, but it was cozy and it was to my spec how I liked it. But I spent, 12 years getting it to where I wanted. I bought this house, well, my wife thought turnkey, but I knew I had about 500 projects and I won't be done with it for at least 2 years. So why not capitalize on those fun projects? I've already done a lot and I kind of was like, wait a minute, why am I not capitalizing on this and sharing my ideas with other people out there like I do with my car videos? So I'm kind of bridging it here to the new channel, if you will. I don't have a name for the channel. I'm open to ideas. I like the idea of this new house, but I think that's taken. But something clever. In any case, I'll show you what I've been doing and my next few projects I'm gonna be doing. Now, it's gonna be hard sharing this with my car channel and home improvement, but my idea is every other week to switch back and forth. I think that's manageable. Yeah, I'll show you around a little bit, show you what I've done. I don't know if you can see behind me the cool shelving with the cove lighting underneath. And I'll share with you ideas I have in the next few weeks, which will be on the new channel, starting that guy up. So let me shut up, I'll go for a little walk. All right, real quick, we'll start in the garage. You saw the last video, the garage door opener I did. Garage is a mess, I'm using it as a workshop, I know, but real quick, I've already got the the dedicated outlet up there, ran to my box, and then one more outlet below it right there, which is gonna be for my vacuum and pressure washer, kind of like in the old house. So putting a pin on the garage for a couple weeks, we'll come back to this guy. 5Z. All right, coming back in the house now. Yes, the house is still kind of disarray, just bear with us. So these come with boob lights, contractor boob lights, you know what I'm talking about. I can't stand those, so I got all of those swapped out already downstairs. You can see what I'm talking about up there. Those will be changing here in the next month or so. Can't stand them. Secondly, we had a really tacky contractor grade entry lights, but this thing is freaking rad. See, normal lights, right? But underneath it, it's a light bezel. How cool is that? I saw this at the depot and I was like, I gotta have it. And then every time you flick the switch right here, it goes to a different mode. And then one more time, you can't really see it right now because it's bright. It has a night light on top. And I'll show you up here. You can see that. Isn't that cool? So when you come downstairs, you see that at night. Pretty freaking rad, right? Moving in here to the living space. Another one of these lights. And then this is a busy project the last week. The contractor or the builder wanted like $3 grand to do these shelves. And I'm like, no, I'm not gonna do that. So I went to the old IKEA, got some shelving, had reinforced it on the sides. I did trim it, ran some rope light underneath, or I guess some, what do you call it? String light, whatever. I'm still working on this. This is later today, all the wire management. I make it all pretty. And then this is cool. My satellite speakers, which I've already ran wires for. I just gotta repaint it, down around, inside, boop, to the head unit on both sides. It sounds so freaking good. It's amazing. And I gotta get a little mantle right there. Oh, it's gonna look good. I might paint just this like a dark gray or a middle gray. I don't know, TBD on that. For this wall, I'm gonna do 3 large pieces of art with little lights on top of it, looking down on them. It's gonna look really good. Coming over here, oh, this was kind of a production. So that's this little credenza media thing. I looked good behind the couch, but when we got it, it was laughably low. So I had to get creative. I had to go buy legs, put legs on it, and build trim around it, but it kind of worked out. I'm okay with it now. This table is not gonna stay, it's too dark for the house. We need something a little more skinny and longer. And then I got the matching light for this guy. Same thing, and one more time, boom. Isn't that rad, dude? Oh, I love it. I should have filmed all this stuff for you guys, I'm sorry. And then one more time, get a night light, but again, it's really bright today, so you can't really see it. And then over here, under and over cabinet lighting. What a difference it does to cabinets. Nothing too crazy, as you can see them right there. That's it. Just some good wire management. The only thing I don't like is that I put the outlet right there. I might have to do another outlet inside here to route it up in there. That's a later on project, but it's fine for now. So I think my next video, for the first video for this channel, the DIY channel, is gonna be under bar lighting right here and under kick plate lighting down here on all of this. It's super simple and it makes such a statement. Lighting makes a house 100%. And then eventually we'll do 6 recessed lights in here. Boom, 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 boom. A new house is nice and easy. My old house, it was a disaster. And I can tie it right into the fan because this is on 2 different switches. So how amazing is that? And oh, one last thing I wanted to show you guys. So if you follow the channel, you've been following the channel, we got a really cool view out here. Now, this is our backyard. Now this should change. We were supposed to have a lake back here, guys. This was all supposed to be a lake right there where that tundra is. But come late August, our realtor called and said, hey, the lake's not coming. So naturally I was pissed and I was ready to pull the plug on the house because they sold us on this house because the lake view. The last couple of weeks we've been here, I've grown to like it. At least once an hour, there's a hawk or an eagle or a falcon catching something. It's like watching National Geographic. It's really freaking cool. I was hoping to catch one for you guys when I'm filming. But they did give us all of our premium lot money back, and they did the entire downstairs in hardwood. Don't mind my pile of work stuff, which was nice. And they gave us this bonus room with it's a 3-season room with these cool windows. I think I've showed you guys this already. It is cold out here, holy cow. But yeah, so you can use this pretty much all year long with a little space heater. Today it's really cold, it's like 29 degrees, but you know, mid 40s and up, you can use this space all year long. There will be a little outdoor TV out here shortly, but it's pretty cool. So 10-foot ceilings out here too, which is pretty nice of them. So that's the only reason why we kept going with the house, because they did make it right as best as they could. So, all right guys, that's a quick little overview of what's going on and what's coming down the pipeline, both this channel and the car channel. I will be doing a video when I go to sell or trade the C8 and I'll reveal the new car that's gonna be replacing it as a family car, not that roll in the garage. So lots of stuff, guys. It never ends, man. It's always so busy, but I like to stay busy. So cool, guys. I want to know your thoughts and opinions. Oh, and I do want to do board and batten in just this room right here, about right here high. And then see how I got the shiplap right there. I'm gonna do shiplap in this little guy and that little guy right there. And the Christmas tree's coming down today. So, all right, guys, that's all I got for today. I'll see you guys next weekend for either a car channel or a new home improvement channel. So until then, guys, take care. Mark out.